Top 10 Deadliest Snakes in the World. Since the scriptures before the Common Era, snakes have been regarded as adversaries to mankind, the symbol of severe pain and even death. So let's see what all the hype is all about. Here are the top 10 deadliest snakes of the world. Number 10. Mojave Rattlesnake. You'll find the Mojave rattlesnake in Mexico and the southwestern USA. Also known as the Mojave Green, it possesses the most toxic venom of all rattlesnake species, and even though they average a growth of only 3.3 feet, they have a stretch attack reaching lengths of 4.5 feet. For identification purposes, the snake's color varies from light green to brown. Of course, the common colors of outdoor camouflage. However, it often resembles the western diamondback rattler, with the main difference being the bands along their rattle tails. If you're ever in need to distinguish the two species, just remember that the western diamondback's bands are bright white, while the Mojave rattlesnake's bands are dullish white beige. So take note, because the venom of the Mojave rattlesnake nearly matches the toxicity of the king cobra and the black mamba. Number 9. Philippine Cobra. Speaking of cobras, the Philippine cobra is also an average of 3.3 feet, but its population has drastically decreased. Most dwelling in northern Philippines, the Philippine cobra or northern Philippine cobra often inhabits the low-lying plains and forest regions and is typically found near sources of fresh water. It has that infamous hood, it's stocky, and has been known to reach lengths of 5.2 feet. If bitten by a Philippine cobra, treatments are available, yet they're not always successful. As a result of the bite, death often follows. To make matters worse, the Philippine cobra also possesses the ability to spit its venom, causing serious damage. If its venom gets in your eyes, you'll more than likely go blind permanently. And if the venom is in your bloodstream, you have 30 minutes until life-threatening symptoms befall. Number 8. Death Adder. The death adder's average size is only 1.3 feet. However, in this case, size doesn't matter. So if you're in the geographical range of eastern and coastal southern Australia and New Guinea, you should keep a lookout for one of the deadliest snakes in the world along with the cobra and the black mamba. To identify the death adder, remember that they have a viper-like appearance. They have triangular heads and small scales adorning their bodies. They also possess large fangs as well as lure at the end of their tail that resembles a small worm. The death adder is super fast and can strike, deploy its fangs, puncture skin, and inject its venom in just 0.15 seconds. Number 7. Tiger Snake. Even the name sounds daunting and peculiar. If you have the unfortunate mishap of getting bitten, the mortality rate for untreated tiger snake bites is nearly 60%, according to the recorded snake bites in Australia between 2005 and 2015. Tiger snakes accounted for approximately 17% of all snake bites in the regions, including Australia, the Bass Strait Islands, and Tasmania. Tiger snakes reach an average size of 3.9 feet and dwell in environments like wetlands and marshes. Similar to cobras, the tiger snake is quite aggressive when startled and will flatten its body in order to raise its head above ground level. Number 6. Russell's Viper. At an average size of 4 feet, Russell's viper, also known as the chain viper, is found in India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Nepal, Myanmar, Thailand, Pakistan, Cambodia, Tibet, China, Taiwan, and Indonesia. They're quite commonly found in grasslands or brushy areas including farms. They frequently stray in the way of humans while hunting down their primary source of sustenance, which are rodents. When you're out and about, you can identify the chain viper by its flat triangular head with rounded and raised snouts. Their color patterns vary by snake, but they're typically yellow, tan, and brown. Plus, they're quite long at an average length of 5 feet and a width of about 5 inches. As for their venom, chain vipers produce a considerable amount of venom in their bites at 40 to 70 milligrams. Number 5. Black mamba. Unlike other snakes, the black mamba typically delivers multiple bites when it strikes. Therefore, its venom, which is composed primarily of neurotoxins, induces horrific symptoms within a span of 10 minutes. Mostly located in southern and eastern Africa with an average size of 6.6 feet, the snake resides on the ground as well as trees. As a result, they prey on birds and other small animals, and since they can haul at speeds of 10 miles per hour, the black mamba is able to overcome most of its prey with ease. Even though the average length is about 6.6 feet, many of them grow to 10 to 14 feet, which makes them the longest venomous snakes in the world. And even though it's called the black mamba, it comes in colors of gray, olive, and dark brown, with adults being far darker than younger mambas. In most cases of black mamba bites, it's human victims of about 20 crucial minutes that surely might end up being the last 20 minutes of life. Number 4. Eastern Brown. At an average size of 4.9 to 6.6 feet, the eastern brown of eastern and central Australia and southern New Guinea are most common around farms, as their main prey includes the populous house mouse. As a matter of fact, they are actually found in nearly all environments, except for dense forests. As its name implies, the slender yet extremely deadly eastern brown is typically brown in color, with some taking on a blackish appearance as well. When identification is crucial, experts look at their small fangs, dark tongues, and dark black eyes. The eastern brown, which is solitary and diurnal, was responsible for 23 deaths out of 35 between 2000 and 2016 in Australia. The most perilous part about eastern brown venom is that the symptoms begin in just 2 minutes, and even if anti-venom is administered, it might be too late because the venom attacks the cardiovascular system. The victims often slip into cardiac arrest. Fortunately, however, the snake doesn't typically deliver a high volume of venom with each bite. Number 3. Inland Taipan. Continuing to provide the worst of venomous snakes in the world, we have the inland taipan of west and southwest of Queensland, far west of North-South Wales into the northeast corner of South Australia and the southeast of the Northern Territory of Australia. There are 3 known species of the taipan, including the coastal taipan, inland taipan, and the Central Ranges taipan. However, most of the taipan species are found along the northeast coast of Queensland, as well as the southern sector of Papua New Guinea. Regarding its diet, they primarily feed on rats and bandicoots, yet it often has a craving for any small mammal, and its venom is extremely deadly to larger mammals like us. If bitten by the taipan, paralysis of the victim's nervous system and blood clots shortly ensue. 2 to 6 hours later, respiratory paralysis sets in and the bitten might be knocking on heaven's door. Number 2. Blue Crate. For the second entry, we have the blue crate, residing in Southeast Asia, especially in Thailand and Indonesia. The blue crate, or Malayan crate, with an average length of 3.6 feet, maintains a color pattern of bluish-black crossbands that are separated by yellowish-white interspaces. Mostly feeding on rodents, snakes, and other reptiles, the blue crate prefers fields, holes, and even homes for its habitat. Aside from that, the blue crate is particularly fond of water sources, so one can frequently find them near rivers, lakes, and ponds at night since they're nocturnal hunters. If bitten, death is common within 4 hours if left untreated. Untreated mortality rates for blue crate bites are an astounding 70 to 80%. The highly potent venom is delivered only at 10 milligrams, yet attacks the respiratory system within 4 hours, causing suffocation, thus death. Number 1. Belcher's sea snake. Its average size is only about 2 feet. It's small but deadly. Primarily near the tropical reefs of the Indian Ocean, Gulf of Thailand, New Guinea, Indonesia, and the coastline of the Philippines, the Belcher's sea snake, or the faint-banded sea snake, is extremely venomous, despite its shy and timid temperament. It's considered the most venomous snake in the world. It fancies tropical reefs as it hunts for small fish and eels. It can hold its breath for 8 long hours. If bitten by the snake, you have less than 30 minutes to receive treatment or you'll meet the Grim Reaper. Hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to give a thumbs up for the knowledge, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and share this video.